Dex, Barbie T. Here we go. Monday. You guys ready for another live? How you guys feeling this morning? Did anyone have anything crazy going on during the weekend? Barbie was supposed to go out in Atlanta. She got scared because of
monkeypox. It's in Marietta. The girl that got it, she's in Marietta.
So
Georgia.
you literally decided not to go out, and you came back to here.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I did.
All right.
I ain't got time.
Let's get into our secrets this morning. Get that started up. Hey, good morning. It is Dex and Barbie T. We are on Facebook Live on the Hot Facebook page, so you can join us there as we get into our secrets this morning.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty deep.
Yeah, it is.
This girl has a huge bombshell of a secret that could ruin a marriage. So let's go ahead and put her on. She asked to be on voice change. We want to see what your thoughts are. Have you ever gone through something like this? Good morning. Go ahead.
I've been getting together with this guy for just over 3 months, and he's engaged. I know that he's engaged. That was, very clear. I definitely don't want to, be with this guy in any serious way, but yeah, we've been hooking up, and she has no idea. She works nights, so he comes over to my place at night, and I've tried to shut it down, but mostly I just feel bad for her because she's about to marry the cheater. He's hot, but he's a cheater.
I don't understand anyone that's going to get married to someone when they're cheating. That's one of the big things that I don't get. Listen, if you're cheating, okay, but you're engaged and you're still going to go through with the wedding? How long till the wedding?
So the wedding is in September, so soon.
So it's coming up.
You're wanting to crash the wedding?
No, I don't. No, I don't want to go anywhere near this wedding.
You want her to know?
I feel like she should know, but it needs to stop. But honestly, even if it stopped today, I feel really bad for her because she's walking into a trap.
I guess tell her. I guess
So you're saying she should tell her?
She should, but it's you should have told as soon as you found out about her.
You knew before you guys hooked up. You went into this knowing that he was engaged.
Yeah, I went into knowing that he's engaged. I didn't, to be really honest about, my part of this, I didn't ask too many questions, but it was really easy for him. So I don't think I'm the first. He's certainly not somebody I would want to marry, but he is somebody who is fun to hook up with.
Okay. Barbie, you're in that situation. You're this girl. Are you going to tell the soon-to-be wife? Are you actually going to go
I'm not even
reach out
involved,
to her?
first of all. But
but you are.
I would
Say you're already involved. You would actually tell.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's rough because a lot of women that get that information, some of them aren't going to do anything. They're still going to marry the dude.
Well, and that's why I ask you because, I've heard you say, don't tell. They're not going to believe you or they're going to be really angry at you and they're going to turn it around on you.
Yeah, but she is kind of at the fault.
Right, yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
But,
866-639-4689. What if you were the person that's about to walk down the aisle, bride-to-be? Have you ever, found out that your guy was cheating and you were literally about to get married to this guy? What happened? 866-639-4689. And have you been this girl? Have you been the other woman? Did you tell or did you keep it to yourself?
And I think that's what it is. Jessica's on the Facebook Live. She says she's feeling guilty now. That's all.
Interesting. Again, give us a call. We'll be back with some of your thoughts, your stories next. So do you tell? Jennifer says tell. And side note, Fat Bear, you're moving from now, where is it? Somewhere in Colorado.
I thought he was in Denver.
Not Denver. He was in Colorado Springs, right?
Okay.
And now he's moving to New Mexico.
Ooh, White Sands, New Mexico. It's so beautiful. Go there.
What part of New Mexico?
I love New Mexico.
Larry, let him live. Larry Young over there on YouTube says, don't say a thing. What are your thoughts this morning? If you are on our live, do you tell? And have you ever been in this situation?
It sounds like a little, I don't know, are you mad that he's still getting married to this girl? That's why you're telling? I know she said she doesn't want to be with him, but at the same time, it's giving a little jealousy to me. You didn't tell in the beginning, so now all of a sudden you want to save this girl.
That's a good point.
Like it just
Hannah,
doesn't make
give us a
sense.
call. Tell us what your thoughts are. Uh,
She should tell her better to get your feelings hurt now than years down the road after children. That's a
Ooh,
fact.
that's a very good point.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Well, again, this is what I don't understand is that like if you are engaged and you know that you have been unfaithful, like you've been hooking up with
Stay
a
single.
bunch of different people, right? Then don't get married. I mean,
It's
like some
okay.
people just want to stay in the relationship just to stay in the relationship, I guess. But like the marriage thing is what really gets me. You know what I mean?
Like
What
you
up, Kayla?
do not have to go down that aisle, child. Guess she realized that being the other woman isn't the best of her world.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a good point, Michelle. Renee, this is why you can't trust people. Shake my head. Yeah. 866-639-4689. Here, let me try to write that in there so that you can get it.
I got you, Nicole.
You got it?
This
Okay.
is me, Mary Cole. I don't know why I called you Nicole. Sorry.
The fiance will find out. What's done in the dark will come to light. Yeah, sometimes. What up, Tank? Fiance
Yes,
should
you
know.
but it sounds like the
That
other girls
sounds
are
like the
saying.
other girl.
Exactly, Amanda. That's what I was saying.
I mean, yeah, I can see that. Now, here's the thing. It happens all the time. People know. I don't understand why. I
It,
believe that's exactly what it is. She is just jealous. The girl that called in.
mm-hmm.
So what's your answer to that? Good morning. What's your name? Where you calling from? Is this Mary?
Yes, I'm calling from Easley.
Go ahead, Mary.
So, first off, I don't even understand why somebody would entertain the whole situation to begin with because I'm, for one, not going to entertain somebody else's man. If it's not for me, I don't want it.
Sure.
But it happens a lot, and one of my best friends literally, she was the, I guess, side piece to a engaged man. He actually got married, and she still was with him.
What?
And she told the girl about it, let her know what happened and everything. And the girl told her that she didn't care. Like she thought she won. She thought it was over. And then finally, my friend got pregnant
Ooh.
within like 3 months of them being like after them being married and everything. And he divorced his wife and left her for my best friend.
Are they together now?
Damn.
Yes.
Shut
And
up.
she think that it's about to be like he's done cheating. She think that he's going to be faithful to her.
Exactly. We deal with this probably 3 or 4 times a month about just him cheating on her already. She thinks he's talking to other girls because once they cheat, they're going to cheat again. That's how I
Hello.
feel.
And if they
Wow.
cheat
And
with
if
you, they're going to cheat
they
on
get away
you.
that far, yeah. And I mean, and she told me, she said, I love her to death, but it really irks me. And she knows how I feel. Like we're very like honest with each other, and I've
Sure.
told her. But she thinks that it's like a game. It's something she couldn't have, and she won. Like there's literally females out here with that mindset, and I'm just like, no, it's
Interesting.
ridiculous.
Interesting. Thank
Child.
you.
Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you, Mary.
Dang. Mary, good call on that.
Child, listen. And there are, because the one thing I noticed this weekend, I'm a chick magnet for dudes.
Do what now?
I'm a chick magnet for dudes.
What? When you're in a relationship?
No, no. Like whenever I'm out with a guy, like
Oh.
when I was out, I had to meet my friend at the club because I wasn't gonna stay at home by myself. So I met him out, and he was taking me to get drinks. And because it's a big crowd, it's crowded. He held my hand and walked me through the crowd. And I guess girls think that we're together,
People want what they can't have.
and they go to him and they flock to him. One girl was like dancing all over him and looking at me, and I was like, "Get it? Like, why do you think this is my man? And if it was, you wouldn't even got that close.
Mhm.
Like, no,
Whew.
yes, cheating can cause babies. Stay single and keep it in your pants.
I can't believe that. Could you imagine?
If he's cool with going into marriage with that on his mental, let them be. Y'all had y'all fun. Carry on, Shawty. She knew what she was getting into and decided to be the other woman. She didn't care at the beginning, so why tell now? Her feelings are just hurt. Now she's just trying to hurt the other woman. Yes, messy vibes for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, You put yourself in a situation, you already knew what it was. That's what annoys me. That hoes always want attention. That's all this is. She want to be seen. That's
All right,
it.
here we go. All right, so quick recap. It is our dirty little secrets. This girl is carrying a huge bombshell of a secret, and she's thinking that she needs to tell what's going on, Barbie T.
Yeah, she's been sleeping with this engaged man who's about to be married, and now she feels like she wants to tell the fiance. But she knew about it from day one.
From day one, she knew that this guy was in a relationship. She knew that he was engaged, and now that he's about to get married pretty soon, I think it was September is when this guy is supposed to get married. She thinks that the fiance needs to know that he's a cheater. We've had a lot of people say, absolutely, tell. Larry over on YouTube, we're on live there, said, let him live. I believe that's exactly what it is. She is jealous, this girl. Because he's about to get married.
Right. Angel said if he's cool with going into marriage with that on his mental, let them be. Y'all had your fun. Carry on, shawty.
What are your thoughts? You can hit us up on online. We're on Facebook Live on the Hot Facebook page, or you can give us a call, 866-639-4689. Good morning, Mary. Go ahead. You don't understand why she would get into this, but you know that it happens.
It happens a lot, and one of my best friends literally, she was the, I guess, side piece to an engaged man. He actually got married, and she still was with him. She told the girl about it, let her know what happened and everything, and the girl told her that, she didn't care. Like, she thought she won. She thought it was over, and then finally my friend got pregnant within, 3 months after them being married and everything. He divorced his wife and left her for my best friend.
Are they together now?
Damn.
Yes.
Shut up.
And she think that it's about to be like he's done cheating. She think that he's going to be faithful to her.
Exactly. We deal with this probably 3 or 4 times a month about just him cheating on her already. She thinks he's talking to other girls because once they cheat, they're going to cheat again.
If they cheat with you, baby, they're going to cheat on you.
I see another comment from Larry says that, is it Samaritan couples out there that are messaging with someone outside of their marriage and it stays out of their house, and what you don't know won't hurt you.
What?
I don't know about all of that. I feel like what you don't know could definitely hurt you.
Get you hurt.
Yeah. Get you herpes. 866 monkeypox. Yes. 866-639-4689. Question: have you ever been engaged? You were about to get married to someone, and then you found out that the entire relationship, they were doing this behind your back.
Oh, that's about like Neo's situation.
What is Neo's situation?
You see his wife of 8 years, she said that he's been paying women to have unprotected sex the whole marriage.
For the 8 years?
8 years.
All right. 866-639-4689. Can you relate to this? Have you gone through this? What kind of advice would you give this girl who is the other woman? Now, here's my question. How did she find out? 8 years. I mean, does he have records? And if he has records,
there's
wrong with
women that have.
Oh, told her. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Or you can be anonymous.
I'll be anonymous.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I had something like that happen to me. It was my ex-fiance. He ended up actually having an affair with his coworker, who was also engaged to my coworker. And they had an affair, and it turned out to be just because she was giving him money. But we ended up breaking up before I found out.
Wow. And how long did this affair go?
Yeah.
I'm honestly not sure. It could have been probably about 6 months to a year.
Okay. And were you guys working in separate buildings or separate companies?
Yeah, separate companies. Mm-hmm.
So you guys became friends, like y'all would double date and stuff, and that's how they linked up?
Oh, yeah.
No. I knew her fiance through my job, and I didn't know that she worked where my fiance worked at.
Got it.
Oh.
Okay. What a mess. Now, are they still together? Is she still together with her fiance? No. Okay.
Yeah, they're still together. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your call.
Woo.
Thanks for listening. Oh, that is messy.
So wait, so the other couple still together, or is the girl she cheated and her dude together?
Let's take a look.
Yeah, they're still together. Yeah.
They're still together.
The other couple.
Yeah, the other couple.
Okay,
Yep.
because I didn't know which one we were asking for.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name's Priscilla, and I'm calling from Athens.
Good morning. Go ahead. Tell us your story. What happened?
Actually, I was kind of wondering why the number that you guys say on the radio is not the same as the one on the online.
Online. What do you mean on the station
421
website?
The 421 number.
Yeah.
It's all the same. It's because we're syndicated in another city,
Yeah.
so it's all the same.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say that I think the girl that wants to tell the other girl and like break up the marriage, I feel like that should be like a non-profit, like a whole business.
What do you mean?
Like if you can get, like if someone is about to get married to someone.
Oh, test their relationship out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something. In fact, we have a listener. She has a friend who does this, and she actually makes a lot of money off of it.
Because she got pregnant by
I
one of the guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's like a booming business.
Sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Thank you, Priscilla.
Yeah. No.
Cha.
Let's see. They must work at BMW because it happens all the time. I have heard that there are some of these factories, there is like so much like cheating and hooking up and all of that kind of stuff.
So this guy that I went and had a drink with, y'all, and now all of a sudden he's madly in love. But anyways, I had a drink with this guy, but he told me that he had an affair with with his assistant or whatever, and she was married. They both were married, and it was just a big drama thing. And then he got divorced. I think she's still with her husband or whatever. I don't know if they got a divorce or not, but it was just a big mess.
Yeah, it sounds like
I was like, I
it.
can't deal.
Goodness. Let's see here. Hold on a second. All right. Tracy Lee. What was hers?
Hannah,
Yes,
so
manufacturing is a mess. I've heard, like, if you work in the manufacturing industry, like, and it's parking lots is where all the sex goes on, apparently. Have you heard that?
Yeah. Especially BMW. As a woman, I wouldn't get in it, but the female fiance deserves to have the info. As a woman, we at least need to let other women know that woman can make her own choice after she has all the cards. That's a fact.
Yeah, I saw Fat Bear. I don't know if Fat Bear's still on, but Fat Bear, what part of Mexico? New Mexico? Did you get Tracy's? What did her comment say?
Tracy said, she's in love with him and wants him for herself. She is jealous and of how he treats his fiance and wants him to be that with her. Girl. Telling her isn't going to stop her from marrying him. If anything, it will make them better because the fiance will more than likely just do better on her part and make sure she keeps him happier. So either deal with being the sneaky link and get what you can get from him or leave him.
Fat Bear, over on Hot 104.5, Renee says, go to Roswell. I actually would love to go to Roswell. Not to live, but New Mexico. That's where all the aliens are. Area,
God.
Is it 51?
That movie. Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Let me get
called
this.
Cheaters on the TV. Cheater Show. My friend was on that show.
Was she really? Dude, someone got stabbed or something like that. The
Lindsay?
guy that did the show got stabbed, I think. Gallup, New Mexico.
You know her. You've met her.
Who?
Lindsay. She was on that show.
The one that went to
Mm-hmm.
Shut Up.
Mm-hmm. Why you make that face? I'll tell you later. So it's safe to say that this number one job, most of all, the cheating happens at. Yep, it is. Yeah. God.
I'm red. I'm red. Oh, all right. Let me get this rest of this edited. She doesn't even know how long it went. Probably the whole relationship.
Probably. That's the worst part. Barbie T needs to watch Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong.
Woo, child. Um, yeah, I'm proud of myself. I have not. I discovered this weekend that, like, just talking with friends, I have been single all year long. Like, I am so proud of myself.
Good for you.
No relationships.
That gave you a year to find yourself, and
It's,
now the year
don't push it.
in the next year,
I'm still finding me. I
you
love it.
can find true love.
I have within myself.
Barbie T. That's what Chris said.
I know I
Chris-
wouldn't have never been with him, but I'm a woman that's gonna be honest with another woman. Yeah, if she come and ask, I'm gonna tell the truth.
Barbie, you're whispering. They said you need to talk louder. Trying to be like Barbie T on that one. What is this one?
What, single all year?
Mm.
I would tell her, give me her. Yo, okay. So I have a question. So with that being said, with this girl situation, remember the situation I told you that popped up on my phone, like 2:00 in the morning? That girl texted my phone from this guy that I'd just been texting. He was on an app,
Dating app.
Yeah, and he said he was completely single. We FaceTime a couple of times and never met him. But she texted my phone saying, hey, this is such and such's live-in girlfriend, and left her number. I have not called her. I'm not going to call her.
We should call her on the show. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I'm cool. She didn't get my number.
Yeah, we'll just call her from the radio station line.
But it's just like, I've never met this man, so it really doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. I agree with the girl that says that, she should tell, just because, the girl is about to get married to this man. If anything, I feel like she should tell, just so that she can, or tell the guy, talk to the guy and be like, yo, you need to tell your girl before you get married, or I'm going to tell your girl. You know what I mean? That kind of situation. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I feel like that's the big thing.
What?
If they weren't getting married, then whatever, it's not right, but still, they're not getting married. You're about to walk down the aisle. Marriage to me is a big deal. That's why I haven't got married yet.
It is. It is a big deal, and I'm not about to play with that. Like, don't play with me in marriage. Don't play with me, period. But for real, married, that you're gonna have a bad day.
Jessica, who's call now? What are you talking about?
She's saying call that girl now.
Oh, call that girl now. I don't know if we do it
remember.
live. I feel like that's one of those that we probably have to pre-record because there's going to be a lot of cursing.
No, it won't. What's she cussing for?
Well, I don't know.
She better not
I don't
cuss
know
at
what
me.
could happen. And plus, we have to tell her.
I would tell her. I do not mind. But it really, I ain't never met this man, so she good. Like, he ain't even.
Did you stop talking to him afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't even been talking to him then.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
A couple
Like
of
it-
messages here
yeah.
and there. Nothing serious.
That's why I never said anything, because I'm not about to call you, girl.
Chris wants
I
to
don't
take you to Ruth Chris
We good on
Steakhouse.
that. I'm not dating.
She's not dating. She just talked about it. She's been single for a year. You can take me. I'm all about the free meals. All right, let me go ahead and play this this one back here in just a second. Question. Hi, fam. While you're on here, before we hop off our live, have you ever had a war with a neighbor? There is a woman, we're about to talk about this story here in about like 10 minutes or so. But this woman ended up getting in a battle with her neighbor. Her neighbor had a dog that would not stop barking. And I'm going to tell you right now, Austin wants you to take him too. The dog kept barking. So this woman got some massive speakers and started playing Who Let the Dogs Out over
Petty.
and over and
Big
over
petty.
and over. And until the guy, got his dog in check. Have you ever had like one of these battles with a neighbor? What happened? I wish Rick G was on because I kind of want to get his daughter to call in. She has been having like a battle with her neighbor that's actually gone viral, like
Really?
to a whole
Did she
nother
put it
level.
on TikTok or something?
Yeah, yeah. It's on TikTok and everything. Are you texting that girl?
No, I was gonna show them that she said this is Danielle blank blank live-in girlfriend. Then her number. I did not put that part in there. She put that part in there.
Her phone number?
No, live-in. Angel said, did she really call herself the live-in girlfriend, or did you just put that in there?
Oh, are you gonna show it? Oh. Oof. Oof. Wait. Hold on. Oh, it's that guy? Ooh, dang.
Military.
I remember you talking about him.
Oof.
Deborah, if you want to, I would love to hear you share that story too. 866-639-4689. Call after we get off the air, though. Hey, Jared, can you put those numbers on there?
I don't
too?
get along with my neighbors, but she shouldn't be a bitch.
All right, here we go. This is the last of the about to get married. All right, so we're going to call this segment, Man, I Dodged a Bullet. So, have you ever been engaged? You were about to walk down the aisle, and then all of a sudden you found out that the person you were about to get married to was the cheater.
Oh, that's tough right there.
Right. This all happened because this girl on our secrets, she has been hooking up with a guy who's engaged.
Yes, and she knew day one that he was engaged, so now all of a sudden she wants to tell the fiance because they're getting married next month.
Right. Good morning. You had something similar to happen?
Yeah, I had something like that happen to me. It was my ex-fiance. He ended up actually having an affair with his coworker, who was also engaged to my coworker. And they had an affair, and it turned out to be just because she was giving him money. But we ended up breaking up before I found out.
And how long did this affair go?
Yeah.
I'm honestly not sure. It could have been probably about 6 months to a year.
And were you guys working in separate buildings or separate companies?
Yeah, separate companies. Mm-hmm.
So you guys became friends, like y'all would double date and stuff, and that's how they linked up?
Oh, yeah.
No. I knew her fiance through my job, and I didn't know that she worked where my fiance worked at.
Interesting.
Ooh, that's messy.
Isn't it? And that's the thing is that it gets tangled up in your work, and that's where it gets really messy.
Right.
We've already asked this question on Facebook Live and on Twitch and YouTube, but we want to hear your thoughts as well. Have you ever had a massive battle with your neighbor? Like you just don't get along with them? What is it that they've done that's petty or messed up or anything along that lines? Coming up, just about 2 songs. We'll talk about this one woman and her battle with a neighbor whose dog kept barking too much and what she ended up doing.
Petty Betty.
Isn't it? We'll go ahead and get into that, plus some of your stories as well. Dex, Barbie T on Hot.
She could have gave herself a better title. Keep texting him, Barbie. Her position is...
Stop. No, don't text him.
Nah, I'm good.
And Angel said Dex made a face as if the guy was big ugly. He ain't hot.
He normally ain't my type. He's
You've
a pilot.
had a couple of those guys that you've
He's a
talked to
pilot.
that you like showed me the pictures, and I was like,
What?
the older one?
Which older one?
I don't remember.
Oh, wait. You talking about the one I have a picture with?
Yes, call about your neighbor. I don't remember. Yes, I think so.
He is awesome.
He's awesome. That's great, and I like that you like his personality. That's an important
he looks
thing.
good, too.
Outside of that,
He look good, too.
Interesting.
I got this one old Karen who would knock on my door and call the police on me every time if my family and friends are parking in a parking space in front of her apartment. She was told by the landlord and police not to call again because there's nothing they can do about where we park because the parking spaces aren't numbered. They also told her that as long as she has 2 parking spaces in that area, they can't do anything. It's bad. Ugh.
Hi, good morning. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
It's Hannah from Georgia.
Okay, Hannah,
Hannah.
what's this battle that you have with your neighbor?
Okay, So I have 2 dogs, and they like to get loose. And when they get loose, they don't come back home.
Uh-oh.
So I have to go out and get them. Now, my son, as a toddler, kept letting out my dogs until I got the baby-proof, handle thing for your doorknob.
Yeah.
And I went there and apologized because what happens is my dogs go over to her dogs and they would bark at them and they would get scared that my dogs would attack them, but they never did. They just bark at other dogs. Nothing happened. So she started to hate me. And I was like, I'm not doing this on purpose. It's a toddler, and I fixed the situation. It won't happen again. So I ended up having a party. And I invited her to that party, and what I did is I went to every neighbor, and I made homemade River Street pralines. I don't know if you've ever been to the River Street candy store, but I know how to make their pralines. And I brought them over there to her and invited her over. She looked at me with like a funny look and swung them around, and she goes, next time, bring edibles.
Okay. She's ready to party.
I was like, I didn't understand why she was still mad at me because it's not like I'm sending my dogs to her.
Right.
So then the next time, my daughter that can actually do the doorknob, the older one, she accidentally let out the dogs. Well, I decided not to go fetch them. I let them do whatever they want in the neighborhood.
Oh, no.
And she wasn't too happy about it. And by the time I went out there, I decided to go out there with a coffee mug and a rope. And I just sat there and stood there, sipped my drink, watched my dogs run around and bark at her dogs. And I waved at her and went back inside.
Oh, my gosh. The pettiness.
The
okay.
petty.
Okay. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you very much.
Sorry, bye.
Goodness.
Oh,
It's the
girl, I
little
need-
things. And that right there is like, it's a small thing, and you're just like, yeah, I got him good. I've got 2 minutes.
I used to hear. Wait. There's so many things. Jamie, how about I was married together for 12 years with my ex and 4+ years. A girl 10 years younger that I had canceled as an acquaintance had been calling my husband at the time, her future ex-husband. After all them years and 3 daughters, girl turns up pregnant. It started a lot of drama. We were split for not even 2 months, and lo and behold, they got together that Christmas. We were separated but still married. They got engaged with my girls there and planned a wedding that happened 2 to 3 months after the divorce was final.
Oh, my gosh. Jamie, that's some drama. Ugh.
Whew. I used to beat the hell out of my ceiling with a broom because my neighbors walk and run and crawl at all times of the night. I had to pay my security deposit because I put a hole in their roof. That's funny.
All right. I got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hi, good morning. Who's this? Where you calling from?
Hey, Dex, it's Renee. Still doing the neighbor talk?
Yeah, we're just about to start it on the air, so go ahead.
All right. When I first moved in out here where I'm at now and bought my house, not even 2 weeks after I got here, the people across the street from me, an elderly couple, come over and started telling us about a war they're having with the guy right beside them and the ones on the other side of us. I wanted to know if we wanted to get involved with it, with that couple. And I'm like, no. My husband and I are just looking at each other. We're like, no, we just moved in, man. We're not getting involved in any
Yeah,
of
that's
this,
weird.
you know?
Yeah.
Well, within a month or so, it showed itself as to who was the actual problem in here. It was them, the elderly couple. They're the only ones that don't have kids around here, and they call in on everything.
Oh, call the cops?
The first time I lit my fire pit, yeah. First time I lit my fire pit, she come out yelling and screaming she can't breathe, that we need to put it out, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, lady, the wind's blowing the opposite direction from your house. You're just being a Karen. Go back inside. Well, a few days later, we got a go-kart for the kids, got it out, and they're riding up and down the street. She comes out screaming and yelling, it's too loud out here. I can't hear my TV, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, they passed by your house for all of 5 seconds, and then they go around the neighborhood and come back through to my driveway. I believe you'll be okay. Well, she called the cops on that one.
Oh, gosh.
They showed up. I died laughing because she come out when she saw the cop car, but right as she come out the door, the cop jumped on the go-kart, took off with my daughter in it.
Ah, that's
I died
great.
laughing.
I love
That a
it.
teacher.
Fire.
I love it.
And then come 4th of July, they tried the same thing. Everybody on the street out here shooting
Renee,
fireworks.
I gotta cut you off. Gotta cut you off. Thank you.
All right. Sounds good. Bye.
All right, we're already starting to get some great stories, but we want to hear yours. Have you ever had a war with your neighbors? Barbie T, have you gotten along with your neighbors or no?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really talk to them, but the only thing I have an issue in my apartment is the dogs. Like when I get off the elevator, they're
Yeah.
like ready to attack. Like, hold your dog.
Right. So it's interesting you say that because usually it is dogs that might cause an issue. So this woman on TikTok has gone viral because she's been sharing this passive aggressive way that she's been getting back at her neighbors because their dog keeps yapping. Her name's Sapphire Jess, and she had this video where she was explaining that her dog or the neighbor's dog would be like at 3:00 in the morning. Yap, 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 yap,
Yeah,
yap.
doing the most.
Right. From 5 until 3, this dog would bark just nonstop, right? Probably separation anxiety, who knows? But she finally said, all right, fine. You guys want to keep playing with me? I'll do this. She got a huge speaker. She turned it towards the wall, and then this is what she started doing.
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah, she would play Who Let the Dogs Out on repeat over and over and over. Yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
What else?
Who let the
What?
Who let
That kind of, trying to watch
Yeah.
TV. Just trying to watch TV.
Who let the dogs out?
Over and over and over.
Petty.
So we wanted to know. I'm not sure if it's working though.
Yeah, because like, are the dogs still barking?
Right. I feel like at some point, maybe have a discussion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you stop the dogs from barking though?
Right. And is it wrong? Well, yeah, there's plenty of things you can do. You can take it to a trainer. You know what I mean? There are some trainers that can teach, how to get rid of the separation anxiety. It's amazing what they can do. And all it takes is a bunch of treats and teaching the dog how to chill.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And some people are complaining about it. I think it's a great idea. You know what I
to
mean?
Play the music over and over.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we can just all make some noise.
I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? Would you have a problem with this? If your dog was barking, would it teach you to shut the dog up? You know what I mean?
Mine wouldn't be doing all of that.
You don't know. 866-639-4689. Have you ever had a battle with a neighbor? And what are some of the petty things that you guys ended up doing against each other? Give us a call. Share your stories. 866-639-4689.
It's all fun and games till you bring the drama to the front door. They turn into a Karen.
Yo, call
That's
the cops, right?
Big petty because maybe that's something wrong with the dog.
What is?
She's saying maybe that there's something wrong with the dog, and maybe that's why they bark.
Yeah, separation
known.
anxiety, or maybe there's something wrong with the dog, as in like these people are mistreating the dog. But you know what? Something needs to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think I could deal with
2:00 in the morning.
No,
Can you imagine
we're not
that?
doing that. We're not doing that.
Now, granted, I'd probably knock on the door first. I probably wouldn't play the Who Let the Dogs Out until after I knocked on
But
the
I
door.
mean, also like Angel did, he knocked on the ceiling. Like people know, like or knock on the wall. Like yo, chill out.
Right. Who had what up, Travis? Good morning. Who had the story where someone called the cops besides Renee?
I train my dog not to bark.
for the fun of it.
Only when it needs hate barking dogs.
Boom. There you go. It's not hard. In fact, TikTok it.
I've had the cops over the way I've shoveled at least 6 times.
Oh, yeah, Jaleesa, I think is her name, right? Can you call in? I want to hear that story on the air.
She said maybe the owners are going crazy, too, because they can't get the dog to hush. See,
Well,
that's
TikTok
why I
it.
have to put them out. Give them up for adoption, something. I can't do it. Yapping dog all night.
Dogs bark to alert owners of threats of their territory. That's not the only reason they bark, though. I mean, like, there are multiple reasons why dogs bark. And I know that separation anxiety. Don't call animal control. I don't think that the dogs need to be taken into the pound. No.
Animal control.
My husband is living with his mistress. Shut up, Natasha.
What? Wait, Natasha, is this? She told us about this before, I believe.
What?
Yes, I remember.
Well, I kind of feel like you need to tell me again. I need a refresher course. How the hell? And you're still married to him? Are you good with him living with the mistress?
What's his name? I mean, not his name. Sorry, I didn't mean to ask that.
Just call 866. Put that number in there, Jared.
What?
Dang, I got a headache too.
Natasha, are you the one that told us that?
I don't think so.
Yes, I remember. I do remember. That is her.
And he's still your husband. Yeah, we got questions here, Natasha.
Yeah.
And I still want to hear the neighbor stories, but I'm going to play Renee's. I asked God to reveal him. What?
Child, he will. I always do.
Call us up, Natasha. Let's hear this story. If you're okay with it. Is this Jaleesa? I think. Yeah. Hey, is this Jaleesa? Am I saying your name right?
How you doing? Yep, you did.
Oh, good. Okay. Let's hear your story real quick. So what's going on with this Karen? Is this your apartment complex?
It is my apartment complex. When I first moved out here, I had a moving truck and, other vehicles, family members helping me move. And she came and knocked on my door and said, you do know that we're entitled to 2 parking spaces and I need you to move. And I was like, well, don't you see that I'm moving in? So when people move in an apartment or a house or something, they're going to have family friends helping. Just as soon as we finish,
Right.
then, we'll move out of the parking spaces. That's when I knew she was going to be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like I said, at that point, she was driving at the time, but, over the last 7 years since I've been out here, I've seen her, health kind of decline, with, Alzheimer's, and, she's had back surgery to the point where she has to have, family members come over here to take care of her, nurses and whatever else,
Yeah.
So I tried to be that person to show a little sympathy and want to help her, but she would purposely come knock on my door, tell me that, hey, your friends need to move. She would call the police. She would call the landlord. Well, after so many times of calling the police, I finally recorded the police. So next time she called them, I would show the cops the video what the last officer said, and even the landlord, like they told her, this is private property. These parking spaces are not numbered, so therefore we can't do anything because of, as long as you got 2 parking spaces within the area, then, there's nothing we can do about it.
That would.
But, it was only like, if you can back your car up, get out of your car, come to my front door, knock on my door to tell my friends to move, then you can park 1 parking space right beside the parking space in front of your door.
Yeah.
It's not that far to walk.
Yeah.
You can walk from a stop sign.
And tell her stressing over BS is not good for her health.
Right.
She should really mind her own business
Exactly.
and drink some water and have a seat.
Yeah. Thank you.
Exactly. I mean, I had gotten so stressed out and aggravated with her to the point where, I got all up in her face, but I had to realize she was an elderly lady. But at the end of the day, like, stop knocking on my door, stop calling the cops on me. If you can, like I said, if you can walk over to the playground and to the mailbox all day long, every day, and walk down to other neighbors' house, it shouldn't hurt you to park 1 space over and even use the parking space directly in front of my door because we directly beside each other.
Yeah. Thank you for your call. I hate that. Has it gotten it better, or is it still going on?
It has, because she's actually reached out to me, a few times to actually assist her with certain things. And, I
so
had
you
to
guys
really,
are building a rapport now.
She needs help.
Fight
That's
my
what it
gut.
is.
Like, do I really want to help you? Do I not want to help you? Because after everything you've done.
Yeah.
I
Do
mean,
unto
I even tried to
others
turn
how
my
you would
kids
like them
against
to
her.
treat you. Golden rule. There you go.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you for your call.
Thank you.
Whew. Is it Natasha? I want to hear from Natasha. Can you call? Because that's crazy.
People call the police about parking in a private parking lot. Shaking my head. Right. I don't even know how this parking is about to go. In my place, they're building condos right next to it, and it is. We barely have enough parking now. It's a mess.
What was that, Renee?
I treat him how I wanted to be treated. Natasha, some people are just evil. Needless to say, she hasn't called the cops again. Been 4 months now. Now she's telling the neighbors, I have friends at the police department and can get away with stuff. I don't know the one that showed up. Wow. It's so funny. My neighbors I think there was a smell or something going on in the hallways or whatever. It's so funny and cute how they try to rally you together to be Karens. They're like, if you say something, I will. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
You have to call the landlord. Police really can't do anything about it. Yeah. Yeah, they're not damaging your property. I don't understand. What's the issue?
Barbie's cute. What about me? Huh? Am I not cute? Cute is an understatement.
Aaron, I love you. I gotta get. Why am I speaking softly? I don't know. I guess it's this microphone. My mic's always lower than Dex's. I don't know.
Thank you very much. That's because I talk louder. A lot louder. In fact, everywhere we go, they have to turn her mic up louder. Hey, good morning. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Chad, calling from Belton.
Chad.
What's up, Chad?
What up, dude? You're calling a little bit later
Nothing
than
much.
normal. What's going on, man? Real quick.
I was gonna say I got y'all a little competition y'all could do. I need to go to one of them axe throwing places and have a competition throwing axes.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Axe throwing. Oh gosh, I've never been.
You've never been? Like, that's like a
No.
go-to date kind
I
of thing.
called them when they first got to this area. I called them and wanted to set something up for us, and they never called me back. So
How about you go there
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
I
normal
built my-
customer and just throw some axes?
Yeah, I built my own. I got my own. I built at the house. So
Wow. Yeah, man, let's go. I'm ready to go. What's this week? Next week. This week I have to figure out my passport and visa stuff. Whenever that's done, then I'm ready to go. All right, man. Thanks, Chad.
all right. You welcome.
Yeah, side note, supposed to go to Japan at the end of the month. Guess what? Don't have a passport. Don't know where that is. I thought I had it secure. And apparently I was wrong. Japan is not wide open for tourists. No, you have to have a visa. And there are only certain situations that they'll grant a visa. So I've already bought this $1,600 ticket. And I don't have that visa yet. So I got to drive down to the embassy in Atlanta to try to get a visa expedited and all of that mess. Thank you very much, Christina. I feel special now.
Dexy is sexy.
That's right. Was it? Yeah. So I got to go down there and try to get that visa taken care of. Who knows how much that's gonna cost? Ugh.
Oh we.
Yeah.
It's gas. You tried to message me about your husband. Did you? Which page did you message? My personal or my like page?
Natasha, listen. We can talk to you on the phone. Go ahead. Call now. Phone is wide open. And I only got 3 minutes before we got to get back on the air. I got to edit Renee's comment too. We've already put our number in. Oh, that's hers.
There you go.
I almost thought you said the S bomb there, Renee, but you didn't. You know what would really drive me? What? 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 What?
I think that inmate messaged me.
Which inmate?
The hot one.
Shut up.
I don't know if this is real or not, but this is the message I just got.
Why does he have mugshot in parentheses?
I mean, the mugs.
We talked about him not too long ago.
Yeah.
We'll revisit that story. Hang on.
I don't know if this is real.
Sorry, still editing.
I'm about to message him back. Thank you for your
Oh,
kind
can't
words
call
and
her.
compliments, ma'am. Much respect and appreciation. It's a new profile. He only follows Hollywood Unlocked,
Huh?
this blog.
So Barbie, so there is a sexy jailmate or inmate, and Barbie talked about it with us on the show, and she was like, "Oh, I was crushing really bad. What kind of thing did he get arrested for?
Simple assault.
Simple assault, which can be a bunch of different things, right? But either way, she's in love with him. Now she
I'm
just
not. I'm not in love with him.
you were infatuated with
He
him.
just
You
looked
said he
good.
was sexy.
He
You were like,
is.
he could get the digits. He could get the business, is
If
what
he
you
ain't
said.
crazy.
Well, now she's starting to slow down because it's gotten
Whoa.
real because he just messaged her. What?
Mystical hit with another rape charge.
Shut
First
up.
degree rape. Arrested and booked.
All right, let's go on the air.
Sheesh.
Whew, neck pop. Here we go. Thank you so much.
No, not the
ketchup
33-year-old salt and pepper
on
guy.
the dog.
Brandon, that's his name.
Loves catching the stream when they can. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Y'all need to stop shooting your shot with Barbie T on our live stream. I can't tell you how many people have been like, oh, Barbie T's cute. Yo, Barbie T, I've been single for a long time, too. Maybe we could go out on a date.
No.
I'm like, I'm starting to get jealous. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why don't you guys shoot your shot with me, huh? I'll go to Ruth Chris with you. How about that?
You want to shoot? You want Chris to shoot his shot with you?
Sure, yeah. I'll take a free meal. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not interested in that. You know, I don't go that way. But at the same time, you know what I mean?
Now you want to be a food digger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm ready. Hey, here's what we're talking about. Have you ever had this battle with a neighbor? All right. Where you ended up having to do some petty stuff. Maybe they ended up calling the police on you several times. That's the thing that I'm really starting to notice is police keep getting called multiple times on some of the pettiest things. Renee, good morning. Out of Knoxville. What happened?
All right. When I first moved in out here where I'm at now and bought my house, not even 2 weeks after I got here, the people across the street from me, an elderly couple, come over and started telling us about a war they're having with the guy right beside them and the ones on the other side of us. I wanted to know if we wanted to get involved with it, with that couple. And I'm like, no. My husband and I are just looking at each other. We're like, no, we just moved in, man. We're not getting involved in any of this shit.
Yeah.
Well, within a month or so, it showed itself as to who was the actual problem in here. It was them, the elderly couple. They're the only ones that don't have kids around here,
So
and
was the
they
old
call
ones.
in on everything. I
call
mean,
the
the
cops?
first time I lit my fire pit, she come out yelling and screaming she can't breathe, that we need to put it out, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, lady, the wind's blowing the opposite direction from your house. You're just being a Karen. Go back inside. Well, a few days later, we got a go-kart for the kids, got it out, and they're riding up and down the street. She comes out screaming and yelling, it's too loud out here. I can't hear my TV, yada, yada, yada. She called the cops on that one.
Oh, gosh.
They showed up. I died laughing because she come out when she saw the cop car, but right as she come out the door, the cop jumped on the go-kart, took off with my daughter in it.
Oh, I love that. See, there's some great police out there. They're out here wanting to have fun, too. You know what I'm saying? They know when things are getting a little ridiculous and people calling for no reason. They don't want to go out there on a call. You know what I'm saying?
There was, so apparently, oh, gosh.
What?
So this man, I'm just now getting this link, he could be charged with, he's been secretly recording people at his rental property.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. 68 years old.
See? It's always the old folks. What the heck? Good morning. Go ahead. So you've had some troubles in an apartment complex. You knew it was problems when what?
It is my apartment complex. When I first moved out here, I had a moving truck and, other vehicles, family members helping me move. And she came and knocked on my door and said, you do know that we're entitled to 2 parking spaces and I need you to move. And I was like, well, don't you see that I'm moving in? So when people move in an apartment or a house or something, they're going to have family friends helping just as soon as we finish.
Right.
Then, we'll move out of the parking spaces. That's when I knew she was going to be a problem. She would call the police. She would call the landlord. Well, after so many times of calling the police, I finally recorded the police. So next time she called them, I would show the cops the video what the last officer said, and even the landlord, like they told her, this is private property. You know, these parking spaces are not numbered, so therefore we can't do anything because of, you know, as long as you got two parking spaces within the area, then, you know, there's nothing we can do about it.
Ooh, that's
What?
a lot.
The message?
Yeah. So back to this guy, the landlord that was basically a peeping Tom.
Yeah.
They seized his stuff, and apparently they discovered 21,000 videos over a 20-year period.
Shut up.
From his yacht and the houses he owns, and people staying at these homes as like in Airbnb.
Airbnb. Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's scary.
And listen, we've talked about that. If you go into an Airbnb, you need to check for cameras because it happens a lot more than you think it does. It really does. What's my name right now? Dex, Barbie T on high. Good morning.
What?
Who sent that?
It's happened in Aiken, South Carolina.
Really?
Yep.
I'm telling you, man, those people are nuts. All right. Listen, fam, it's time for us to wrap up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on our live. Was it we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's ghosted.
Tomorrow is ghosted.
That's right. So be good. Take care. Bye.
Bye.